Trustees. This is our regular meeting, Wednesday, December 17th. Item 1 is roll call. I will call the roll. Mr. Snoik.
Here.
Burnett is absent with notice. Mr. Bradshaw.
Here.
Erson is here. Ms. Henry.
Here.
Mr. Zoller.
Here.
Mr. Robertson is absent with notice. Item 2 is Pledge of Allegiance and Invocation. Please stand for vote. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We give our thanks, especially during this season, that we're just grateful to live in a country that gives us the opportunity to be a part of our governing. We live in a community where our friends and neighbors who sent us here help us to work well together, help us to do good work, be with those who protect us while we're here, those in the police, fire, military. Please give them your protection, give comfort to their families. We ask this in your name. Item 3, consideration of meeting agenda. Board members having reviewed tonight's agenda. Is there any question, comments regarding tonight's agenda? Any additions?
Move approval of the agenda as presented.
Support. Move and support that we approve tonight's agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. And it is approved. Item 4, public comment. Is there any public comment? Seeing none. Item 5, conflict of interest. Board members having reviewed and approved tonight's agenda. Does anyone have an interest in any of the listed items? Seeing none. Item 6 is approval of the consent agenda. Number of items listed. They can be removed without question. Any request to remove? Any clarity?
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Support.
Moved by Snoik, support by Zoller, that we approve the consent agenda. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. You do have your reports from board, committee officers, and staff. Please take your time to review them. Is there any question, comments regarding those who have had the opportunity to review them? Hearing none. Item 9A is a unfinished business. This is to approve budget amendments. This is to balance our budget before year end, both on the revenues and expenditures. You do have supplemental materials in front of you that would explain those we're being asked to adopt. Are there any questions regarding those materials? And a manager, does anyone require further explanation from what was presented at the earlier meeting? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion approved.
Support.
Move support that we approve the budget amendments. Before we do, Allison, anything we should know?
One of the biggest changes you'll see is that we reduced the parks budget, the capital outlay plan. It was listed at 2.5 because we thought we were gonna do trails in 2025. We didn't, so we were able to reduce that to cover the expenditures like the drain project. And we also added the MDOT costs that the township has to pay to the budget amendments as well because we did get the invoice for that.
So we'll be, this budget year, we've received the invoice, and this budget year we'll be paying invoices. So that is included and recognized and reflected. Okay, we do have a motion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. And that item is approved. Item 10A, is this a motion to approve our $6,000 annual investment commitment to the Right Place for 2026? I will speak to this. I believe the Right Place continues to serve both our community and our region, and that supporting them is a good use of our funds. But I am open to others' thoughts on this, if there are any. Seeing none, I'd make a motion to approve the $6,000 annual investment to the Right Place.
Support.
By Harrison, support by Bradshaw, that we approve the $6,000 investment to the Right Place for our 2026 membership. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. And that item is approved. Item 10B is a motion to review and approve the committee commission election workers' pay for 2026. You do have a cover memo regarding this. Any explanation, Madam Manager?
Absolutely. So normally we just apply the 2.8% COLA or whatever the COLA is of that year to this. But when I spoke with Brian a few weeks ago, he wanted to pull it and just discuss it just to make sure that the board felt that the numbers and the figures that are being represented for 2026 look good. I will note on the bottom, I forgot to remove that second building inspectors. Their rate is $61.23. That is the only group that we didn't give a COLA to because we do feel that they're paid pretty well. So we kept that the same, but we wanted to open it up for discussion in the clerk's department with elections or the planning commission, board of review. Are there any comments, any requests to alter any of these numbers, or do they look fair?
Madam Clerk, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I would just say that, actually Stephanie and I were gonna talk about this, after the first of the year, but we would like to see the election inspectors and chairperson amounts go up just a tiny bit, just to be, comparable with our local, neighbors and that sort of thing, but it would be like maybe $1
Why don't we change it now?
here or there.
Do you want to do it?
I would rather do a more comprehensive review of all of them that are out there, which is what we were gonna do after the
Okay.
first of the year, because we don't have an election right now until the fall,
Okay,
All right,
so, thank you.
that's why I was offering, if you had it all done.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So you have a committee meeting, PD.
Let me see, committee meeting,
planning, committee.
per diem.
Per diem. Oh,
That's for the board members, their per diem meetings.
I don't believe it's 120.95, I think
It's
that's,
124.
right now.
where's that planning commission per diem?
No, it was 120.95 for 2025 and 124 for 2026. That's what was just approved for the salaries.
I'd have to,
Okay,
do you have your page stub online? Yeah.
we're being asked to approve the election inspectors, right? So we're being presented more
No, it's-
information. or
It's
we're-
not just the election,
Okay.
it's for
All right.
everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the listed as presented. Got
I'll
it.
look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Voted for this last meeting, for the board
Yeah,
meeting.
if what was voted for the elected officials will stay what was voted for. But this is just part of the bracket that I have. But I believe it's 124. If you want to just remove it, we can just strike this.
For some reason, I think we're at like 124 right now. But I could be wrong, I don't have it in front of me.
I think that was what was just approved, but I can look at it
Okay.
tomorrow.
Can we approve it subsequent to confirmation and then we can always amend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Make a motion to approve with that in mind.
okay.
Support.
Moved and support that we approve the presented increases for those who are providing service to the township in the listed capacities, subject to confirmation that they reflect the 2.8% COLA year over year. With that as an understanding, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Do you have a thought on the
I
matter?
just ran the numbers, 2.8% increase on 120.95 would be $124.33, so it's close but not
So we've
perfect.
slated, we've rounded down because they're not making pennies anymore. All right. Item, do we want to include the 33 or are we comfortable with as listed?
I think as listed, frankly, because our motion was with clarification on current COLA increase.
Yep. All right. 10B is to, let's see, no, we just did that. 10C is to approve the reclassification of the utility coordinator position from H2L5 to H3L1. Again, I'll see township manager.
So we currently have one other employee who's an assistant who's in the H3 category, which is why I brought this up to Brian a few weeks ago as well. Our utility coordinator has been with us for 7 years. She does all of the utility meetings, agendas. She helps work on the rates. She's been present at all of our open houses and as part of our Grand Rapids water discussion, and she's taken on quite a bit more work with that, and I'm just recommending that we move her up to the H3 category to be consistent with the other assistant who's been here long-term, who's already in that category.
Motion approved.
Support.
Support that we approve as presented. Discussion? I'll simply say that we have had some changeover in this position, at least over the years I've been here, and she has grown into the position and performed as well as anyone I've seen in the position, so I appreciate recognizing that growth. And so all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. And that item is approved. Item 10D, a motion to approve revision to the township SA contribution policy and the personnel policy. Again, township manager.
Yeah, so currently our township, when it comes to our health care, we front load our HSA contribution at the beginning of October. But what's happened in the past is we've had employees leave or they've gotten on and off the health insurance plan. but you can't, we don't have anything in our, like, personnel or administrative policies that says we can claw that back or ask for that to be returned. Once it goes to the employee, you could, but it just, we don't. But what we're trying to propose right now is instead of front-loading it all in one payment, that we distribute it equally amongst the pay periods throughout the year. So if somebody comes on or if they leave, they're getting the benefit of the time that they're on it versus a front-loaded benefit.
Okay.
Motion approved.
Support.
Moved by Zoller, support by Snoink, that we approve as presented. Discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. And it is approved. Item 10E is a motion to approve the waiving of the conflict of interest associated with the Township of Caledonia and the Village of Caledonia, being represented by the same legal firm for the purpose of drafting an agreement for permitting, inspection, and related services. Township Manager?
So I've been working with the president of the village and the manager, and they have expressed interest in moving towards the township for using permitting and building and inspections and potentially even zoning. But one of the issues before we can even go forward to look at creating an agreement would be the fact that we have a conflict because we use the same attorneys. So the attorney has stated that we can simply have the board waive the conflict at a board meeting, and that's sufficient to start the process of getting into an agreement. The village has expressed that they would like to move away from IMS. Their residents are frustrated because they're having to go to Rockford, and they don't even cover the amount of inspections that we do in the township, plus our village residents are township residents. So it's something that benefits the entire community, and we can do it.
So looking to cooperate, we both will probably seek legal review. We're represented by the same firm. This allows us both to recognize that and waive the conflict of interest potential there, or to recognize it and to waive. Often they'd have to seek a separate law firm, or we would. So that is the request.
Move approval.
Moved by Bradshaw, support by Zoller. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. That item is approved. Item 10F is a motion to approve the township's total contribution of $636,000. Is that the right number, or do?
Yes.
Yes, okay. $267.90 towards the M37 project to be paid to MDOT in one lump sum, with any unused funds to be returned to Caledonia Township. Township Manager?
So I have had some clarification since I've done this memo from Todd and MDOT. What they're asking for is $636,300, so rounding up to the 300. So I just crossed that out and put that in my memo. We have to pay it up front. We have to approve in order for that contract to move forward, we have to approve it. And I asked about, can we pay it, upon the work being completed, and they said that we have to pay it all up front.
So this
We
is
should
work.
round it down.
This is work that the township has requested occurred during the project, so they're in addition to the base project, and therefore we are asked to incur those costs. Is there a motion regarding this item?
Motion to approve.
Support.
Moved by Snoink, support by Bradshaw to approve the township's contribution towards the M37 project. Discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. That item is approved. Item 10G, this is a resolution to approve and authorize the township clerk and township manager on behalf of the Charter Township of Caledonia to sign the MDOT agreement and contract for this project.
Move approval.
I'll support. Move and support that we approve the resolution to move ahead in participation for the M37 improvement project. Any discussion? It's the resolution,
The
Mr. Snow.
well, at least the cover letter has wrong dollar values. I just want to make sure that,
So is the resolution, but the motion is that I can sign it. So
Okay.
we'll get the correct one, and then I can sign it, or the clerk's department can sign it with the correct number.
So the motion is to approve at the amount
just
just approved. Recognizing that is so, I will call the roll. Mr. Snoik?
Aye.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Harrison votes yes. Ms. Henry?
Yes,
Mr. Zoller?
Yes.
And that item is approved.
just so you know, for clarification, the resolution does not include the amount.
So we'll be
Oh, wait,
It does, I think.
it does over on number 3, and that's the part that we're gonna change, right? Number 3, okay.
All right, 10H is also a resolution to approve a resolution to set sewer rates and charges for the public sewer system. Township manager.
So every year we have to approve the rates. This year it looks a little bit different because we're changing to Grand Rapids Water. Our trends show us that the north sewer rates have actually decreased, but because we're switching, the water rates have increased because the cost is higher. But the village is seeing it's a little bit different. I think it's 5% on both sides. So we're just looking to approve the water and sewer rates for 2026. Or this is just for the sewer rates, the first one.
All right. We'll have two motions. One is a resolution regarding sewer rates, one is a resolution regarding water rates. So with that as an understanding, any discussion? Is there a motion regarding the sewer rates?
Move approval.
Support.
Moved by Bradshaw, support by Snoink to approve the sewer rates as presented. Discussion? Call the roll. Mr. Snoink?
Aye.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Harrison is yes. Ms. Henry?
Yes,
Mr. Zoller?
Yes.
And that item is approved. Similarly, is there a motion to approve the water rates?
So moved.
Support.
Moved by Snoink, support by Bradshaw to approve the water rates as presented. Any discussion? Mr. Snoink, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Harrison votes yes. Ms. Henry?
yes,
And Mr. Zoller.
Yes.
Item 11 is public comment. Seeing none. Board comment, Mr. Snoink.
Other than wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and it's been enjoyable working with everybody this year, so looking forward to next year.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
And that's on
All right,
36.
couple things. One is, if you check your inbox, looking forward to the new year. I do want to convene a joint meeting of the planning commission and the board, one, just to get to know each other, so there can be some exchange and building of that relationship, but also to discuss some of the goals we've set or draft goals we've identified, and then particularly with the development of data centers, I think that's going to be something we're going to be confronted with early in the new year of what regulations do we have in place, just to be clear to the board and to the community. We can't just say no, we can say here's the criteria that must be met, and if they don't meet that, then we can say no, but you can't simply outlaw any given use, whether that's apartments, mobile homes, or, widget making factories. You can regulate them so they're compatible with your community, so that will be one discussion. And then the other is the rural preservation, 2-acre minimums, taking a look and making sure our master plan still reflects where we believe that is appropriate. It would be two things I would tee up, but if you have other ideas, let me know, and it could be a subsequent meeting on any one of those issues as well if we think we need more time given to them. I'd also say thank you to all the board members, starting just most recently, Joni and Greg, and the great amount of time that has been put into the Luminary Walk. It was a very tough night for a very good event, so I want to thank them and Jean on staff and other staff members and their families who contributed to that. But each of you, Rick, on public safety, I think your presence there and your calm demeanor here are an asset. I'd say nice things about Dale, but he's not here. But I know as we are bringing the Parks and Trail Plan forward, he's really been a constant advocate on that. So I think those things happening are a tribute to him, but also all of you. Tim, interesting. We're both getting a call from the same number at the same time. So, could be spam. But, Tim, thank you for your work on the Planning Commission, the M37 project. There's so many things that you, Parks and Trails, that your engineering mindset and then your role at the county, I think just lends itself to a real asset here on the board. Joni, your presence in the office, I think staff know and trust you. I like that. I appreciate that. Obviously, elections, they get done and we don't give it a second thought. So you're appreciated and maybe overlooked, but thank you. Greg, you're always willing to put your mind around something, but also do the work that others aren't willing to do. I appreciate that. You're a guy who will get in the truck, but also get out of the truck. I think you know how things work. Rick, I should say the same about you, but I see your willingness to do that and the support of our utility, our maintenance person. Appreciate that. Dick, always appreciate that he's willing to offer, his views. I think the treasurer's office is well run, and so I think even though we have dissent sometimes, I believe we always try to put our best foot forward and work together. And then Allison, thank you very much. It doesn't seem like we ever get a chance to take a breath. It seems like there's always something going on, and I really appreciate that in the last, just 2 years plus now?
I'm still alive.
Yeah, that you're still growing, still doing it, have a great attitude. Again, similarly, I would say, I think your presence in the office is one that is appreciated, and I've heard from others that as well. So thank you for operating, like I said, almost without rest. So it's a tough job, and you're doing it well. So thank you for that, and Merry Christmas to everyone. And I hope everyone gets some time to at least take a breath over the holidays. So, Joni?
Good, Merry Christmas.
Okay, Greg?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody.
All right.
Move to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.